Alright, hey guys, this is Dead Vessel from TeamLiquid.net. I'm here with CSP. We're gonna be recording.
What's up, guys?
We're gonna be recording a VOD about July vs BeSt, the third set of the OSL finals.
And this was a pretty good game actually because July was up 2-0, and people, they want the old blood to come back and win again.
Yeah, a lot of people were really looking forward to July getting his gold mouse, which he did. That was good. Makes him the second player in all pro gaming to get it. A lot of people didn't think he'd be able to last with BeSt in a macro game, but he really proved that going on Andromeda. He totally dominates the whole game.
Well, I guess it would help if you reduced the number of macro games you would play against BeSt too.
Yeah, if he's gonna, it was really good opening up with the 5 or 4 pool in the first game. That really threw off BeSt for the whole series, so he kind of had to worry about July playing a straight-up game or an all-in or cheese game.
Well, yeah, because this is just what I think, but like, you told me before that people didn't appreciate the 4 or 5 pool as much. It's probably because of the evolution of the game into macro and stuff like that.
Yeah, so many people are used to seeing the fast expand by Protoss, the 1-racks FE from Terran, and the 12 hatch and the 3rd hatch as a counter to the FE by Zerg and TVP. And they're just not used to seeing really low econ games. I mean, if you look back at players like Bion and July back in the glory days, they would do 4 pools, 5 pools, they would 9 pool constantly. It was a really, really low econ style. I mean, most people can't even think of, playing 2 hatch muta against a 1 base Terran TVZ, but that was a common thing back in the day. And now it's all fast expanded, jumping to mid and late game really quickly.
Yeah, and then you end up with like 2-hour games on Andromeda.
Or you have a standstill on Blue Storm for like 5 hours.
Yep.
Anyway,
some people don't appreciate the micro games because they're like too short and like not enough battles or something like that, but oh well.
Yeah, it's understandable though, getting all hyped up for the finals and then it's, 2 of the games are cheese and then finally you get a macro game, but the series ends there. Well, anyway, let's get started on the game. There's a little bit of intro into it, so let's fast forward to a minute and 3. A minute and 3 seconds. That's when they go into the game lobby, and you can start right there. We'll give you a countdown. What were you saying, Sam?
No, I wasn't saying anything important. Let's get into this.
Alright, are you at a minute 3?
Almost.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright guys, on the count of, once it gets done counting down, start the game. The countdown right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So...
Okay.
July is a brown Zerg and BeSt is a white Protoss. BeSt warps in at top right on Andromeda while July spawns at top left.
Now see, this map in the last month or so is becoming notorious for PvZ standstill.
Yeah, and
even though
it's
there's
such a
only 2.
Yeah, it's a really hardcore Zerg favorite map. A lot of people don't realize it. They think that with the equal mineral only and the gas it's going to favor. But Zergs, once Zerg gets their 4th up, they have a lot of access and they can do Hydra breaks and stuff like that. And Protoss has been kind of forced to do Sarah Reaver here, which is, there's not as much, actual ground army to bulldoze expansions, but they're able to get a lot of eco hits with the Scarabs. And they can really delay the Zerg with, Corsairs taking down the Overlords.
Yeah, and usually when they do enough damage, they start getting the army to bulldoze crap.
Yeah, it's a really common trend that I've seen, you know, with just seeing replays on the map. Players will go from the Sarek Reaver build, and then they'll transition, they'll take their third mineral only, their third base, which is the mineral only. They'll mass up gates, and then they'll go a really heavy Dragoon Reaver and push out. This is about mid-game, and it tends to take down expansions pretty quickly. So Zerg has to really stay on top of their Hydra production and their Zergling production. But as you'll see in this game, July, he's well experienced against Sarah Reaver builds, having been in the scene for a long time, so he deals with it well.
Now, what's his opening here? It's 9 pool, right?
Yeah, July seems to have gone for an overpool speed. Most people know what an overpool is, but in case you don't, it's whenever you create your Overlord at 9, after you create it, you save up 200 minerals and you start your pool, and then after that you start your gas. Overpool speed is really popular on maps like Blue Storm because there's the large ramp that can go in, but it started to become the staple ZVP build or opening to start off because they can deny scouting, they force the Protoss to delay their Nexus. So probably, you know, those two going together, they can do various builds like 2-hatch Mutalisks, or they can macro it up because if they're skilled at stopping scouting. But yeah, BeSt has gone for the standard fast expand. He's making 2 cannons right now, seeing that July went for the 9 pool speed.
Another thing about this overpool is that it's the build that Mondragon used in TSL and like went on a tear.
Yeah, Mondragon went like, was it 40-something games and 3 losses with just that build on Blue Storm? That was pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It really boosted him into the top slot in TSL.
And BeSt is blocking his ramps to prevent the Ling run by.
Yeah, you really need to do this, but as you can see right now, July's sniping out, you know, the probes. He managed to get 2 Zerglings in. Those are, even with 2 Zerglings, it's really difficult for Protoss to defend because they can hit and run. And it's not really so much as to get tons of probe kills unless they have Warlings. It's more to make the Protoss pull their probes. It's like whenever you send a Zealot PvZ, you don't, I mean, a drone kill's nice, but you really want to make the Zerg run their drones to delay their economy. And that's what exactly you did.
So what about as a Protoss? What do you do? What do you do when there's Lings in your base? Like, what's the plan of action here?
Well, it depends on how many Zerglings get in your base. If you noticed how Mondragon, he really had a knack for getting multiple Zerglings in his base. You make a cannon there, there's, you know, 4 to 6, which that's the average that's able to get to your base with 2 cannons and probes blocking. 4 is really the standard number, but for 2 right now, you can just wait for him to come in and hopefully you can surround with the probes and kill a Zergling, or both of them. But really the main thing you're going to be going for is getting your Stargate or your Citadel up to go for the +1 build, and once your first Zealot's out, you'll send it in there. The real trick is to not get delayed trying to kill the Zergling and defend your probes. You really need to multitask well and get your tech up, because with this build, Zerg has a lot of openings. They can go a fast layer to go Mutalisk quickly, so it's really crucial for you to have that open, or they can get their expansions up. And if you get too behind in your tech, they're able to overexpand and be, you know, safely defended because of your lack of tech and units.
Like what just happened there.
Yeah, July took his, well, he did 3 hatches as a standard opening, and with easily defended, you know, mineral third base, it's not really a big deal. But yeah, BeSt is right now, he sent his Zealot out. I think you saw what he was doing. That's exactly what July was trying to do. Make the workers get delayed with mining, and that's what he did. He hasn't snagged any drone kills, but you know, every little bit helps get it back in the game. Oh, did you see the little probe moving shot? Got that drone?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, as you can see, BeSt is going towards the standard Sarah Reaver on this map. He's probably going to transition into, you know, heavy gateway play later. But right now he's going to use this to probably get another expansion, maybe an island since you have the shuttles out, and just make sure he can slow Zerg at all and hurt the economy with Reavers.